At just 6 years old, Sophie Cunningham earned a black belt in taekwondo. But her greatest fights wouldn't be in the dojo. They'd be on the basketball court, where this Missouri farm girl would battle bullies, injuries, and doubters to become the WNBA's most fearless enforcer and Caitlin Clark's fiercest protector. Meet the human highlight reel who kicked field goals for her high school football team, shattered scoring records at Mizzou, and turned a second-round draft snub into fuel for stardom. She's been called too rough, too loud, and too much. Yet Sophie Cunningham's secret weapon was always her unshakable grit. Get ready for the ultimate underdog story, where toughness meets triumph. Roots of resilience, the Midwest blueprint. What builds an unbreakable spirit? For Sophie Cunningham, it started in Columbia, Missouri, a blue-collar town where wealth was rare and work ethic was everything. Growing up on a farm, she learned that success wasn't handed out. It was earned through sweat, sacrifice, and showing up every single day. Her 77-year-old grandfather still outworked her during farm chores, teaching her that age is just a number when your heart refuses to quit. The Cunningham family motto was simple but powerful. If you didn't succeed, go back and fix it. Try again. Failure wasn't final. It was just the first draft of eventual success. Sophie's athletic foundation was built on diversity, not specialization. She dominated soccer fields, swimming pools, and earned her black belt in taekwondo at just 6 years old. This multi-sport background created a versatile athlete who could adapt to any challenge, any position, any pressure situation. The farm taught her that nothing worthwhile comes easy. Every sunrise brought new challenges. Every season demanded different skills, and every harvest required patience combined with relentless effort. These weren't just chores. They were character-building exercises that would serve her throughout her career. Your roots aren't limits. They're your foundation. Burn the myth that you need privilege to prosper. Embrace where you come from. It's preparing you for where you're going. Defying labels. The too much girl. Picture this: a 6-year-old girl so dominant in kindergarten basketball that opposing parents demanded to see her birth certificate, claiming she was too big and too rough to play with their children. This was Sophie Cunningham's introduction to the world's discomfort with powerful women. The criticism came from everywhere. She was told girls shouldn't sweat, shouldn't be aggressive, shouldn't take up so much space on the court. Society wanted her to shrink herself, to play smaller, to apologize for her natural gifts. Instead, Sophie chose to own her strength completely. "I'm different inside the lines, feisty, sweaty, unapologetic," she declared, turning their insults into her identity. Her taekwondo training taught her discipline and how to channel aggression productively. While others saw her intensity as a problem, she saw it as her superpower. The bullying could have broken her spirit, but Sophie understood something crucial. When people call you too much, it usually means you're threatening their comfort zone. She refused to dim her light to make others feel better about their darkness. Her response to every critic was simple. She played harder, trained longer, and got better. She transformed their doubt into her determination, their rejection into her rocket fuel. Let them call you too much, then show them what enough truly looks like. Your intensity isn't a flaw to fix, it's a weapon to wield. College Crucible, carrying a program. What happens when an entire program's hopes rest on your shoulders? Sophie Cunningham found out at the University of Missouri, where she faced immense pressure to end a 10-year NCAA tournament drought. The weight of expectation could have crushed her. Instead, it forged her into a champion. Injuries forced her to quit volleyball, her other Division I sport, concentrating all her athletic dreams into basketball. This wasn't just about personal success anymore. It was about lifting an entire program, an entire fan base, an entire university's basketball reputation. Sophie responded by becoming Mizzou's all-time leading scorer with 2,187 points, dragging her team to 4 consecutive NCAA tournaments through sheer force of will. She became the only player nationally to average 17-plus points per game while making 80-plus three-pointers and 150-plus free throws, a statistical combination that showcased her complete offensive arsenal. The defining moment came when she led Missouri to upset number 5 Mississippi State, storming the court as fans celebrated their unlikely victory. Sophie had transformed from individual talent to program savior, proving that great players don't just perform, they elevate everyone around them. Her college career taught her that pressure either breaks you or reveals the leader within. Sophie chose to let it reveal her championship character. Pressure either breaks you or reveals the leader within. You choose which story you'll write. When the weight of the world is on your shoulders, use it as strength training. The draft disappointment, second round fire. Dreams don't always unfold as planned. Despite her college dominance, Sophie Cunningham fell to the 13th pick in the second round of the 2019 WNBA draft. The message was clear. The league didn't consider her elite material. For most players, this would have been devastating. For Sophie, it was just more fuel for her fire. Being overlooked hurt, but Sophie had learned to transform pain into power. She used the draft snub as motivation, determined to prove every team that passed on her wrong. Her rookie season became a statement of resilience and skill. She led all WNBA rookies in free throw percentage at 88.2%, showcasing the precision and mental toughness that scouts had somehow missed. Weeks later, she dropped a career-high 19 points, announcing her arrival in the league with authority. Phoenix Mercury had found a gem in the second round, a clutch shooter who thrived under pressure and never backed down from big moments. Sophie's draft position became irrelevant. Her performance spoke louder than any pre-draft ranking ever could. Her journey from second-round pick to impact player proved that talent evaluation isn't perfect, but talent development is everything. Sophie didn't let others' limited vision limit her unlimited potential. Let rejection redirect you, never define you. Your draft position doesn't determine your destination. Use their doubt as your fuel, then prove them spectacularly wrong. Reinvention. From role player to most improved, early WNBA success doesn't guarantee sustained excellence. Sophie's first season saw her averaging just 12 minutes per game, struggling to find her role in a league where every possession matters. Many players would have accepted their limited role. Sophie chose to rewrite her story entirely. The transformation wasn't accidental. It was intentional, methodical, and relentless. Sophie studied film obsessively, worked with trainers year-round, and expanded her skill set beyond just shooting. She became a defensive stopper, a versatile scorer, and a clutch performer when games were on the line. By 2022, Sophie had evolved into an all-star caliber player, averaging 12.6 points and 4.4 rebounds per game, while becoming a most improved player contender. Her three-point shooting became deadly, her defense became suffocating, and her leadership became undeniable. The numbers told the story of complete reinvention. Side-by-side comparisons of her 2019 and 2022 seasons revealed a player who had transformed every aspect of her game. She hadn't just improved, she had revolutionized herself. Sophie's evolution proved that your starting point doesn't determine your ending point. Growth demands discomfort, but the rewards are worth every moment of struggle. Growth demands discomfort. If you're not evolving, you're evaporating. Your current version isn't your final version. Keep upgrading. The 2025 Crucible, Adversity Onslaught. Sometimes life tests you all at once. In 2025, Sophie Cunningham faced a perfect storm of adversity that would have broken lesser spirits. She was traded to Indiana, Then ankle injuries sidelined her for weeks. She was falsely implicated in a scandal requiring public statements. She even chipped a tooth mid-game and got mocked online for it. Each challenge could have been a season-ending blow to her confidence. Instead, Sophie chose to find strength in vulnerability, posting a viral Instagram message that revealed her heart. "Life keeps kicking my booty, but find joy. Show up with good energy. He is faithful." Her teammates, including superstar Caitlin Clark, rallied around her during this difficult period. Sophie's transparency about her struggles created deeper connections and stronger team chemistry. She learned that admitting weakness can actually make you stronger. Playing through injury, dealing with false accusations, and handling public ridicule, Sophie faced it all with grace and grit. She refused to let circumstances define her character or derail her purpose. Her response to adversity became a masterclass in resilience. When everything seemed to be breaking, even her teeth, she kept her spirit unbroken. When everything breaks, even your teeth, let your spirit stay unbroken. Your response to adversity reveals your true character. The Enforcer Legacy: protecting your tribe. What defines loyalty? Sophie Cunningham answered this question when she was ejected for shoving J.C. Sheldon, who had poked teammate Caitlin Clark in the eye. Critics called it over-aggression, but Sophie saw it as protection, standing up for her teammate when it mattered most. The ejection could have been a PR nightmare. Instead, it became a defining moment that showcased Sophie's values. Her jersey sales spiked. She gained over 500,000 social media followers, and fans praised her loyalty with chants of, "That's our Sophie." Sophie embraced the enforcer role completely, understanding that sometimes leadership means taking the heat to protect your team. She wasn't just playing basketball, she was setting a standard for how teammates should support each other. Her willingness to sacrifice personal statistics for team chemistry, to risk ejection for teammate protection, and to absorb criticism for doing what she believed was right made her a different kind of star. She became the player every team wanted and every opponent respected. Sophie's enforcer mentality extended beyond basketball. She stood for her values, whether it was popular or not, understanding that integrity outlasts any temporary outrage. Stand for your values, even if you stand alone. Integrity outlives outrage. Your principles aren't negotiable. They're your foundation. The unbreakable mindset, faith, farm, and future. What sustains a warrior through every battle? For Sophie Cunningham, it's a combination of Midwest grit, deep faith, and unwavering purpose. "I don't rely on my own strength," she says, understanding that true power comes from something greater than individual ability. Her faith isn't just Sunday morning religion. It's daily strength that carries her through every challenge. When injuries mount, when critics attack, when pressure builds, Sophie draws from a well deeper than basketball skills or physical conditioning. Balancing her WNBA career with broadcasting work as a Phoenix Suns analyst and comedy pursuits, Sophie proves that athletes can be multidimensional. She refuses to be defined solely by her sport, building a brand based on authenticity and versatility. Her mentorship work through the Vis League demonstrates her commitment to lifting others. "It's our duty to lift those without strong role models," she believes, using her platform to create opportunities for the next generation. Whether she's farming with her 77-year-old grandfather or mentoring young girls, Sophie stays connected to her roots while reaching for new heights. Her success isn't measured just in statistics. It's measured in the lives she changes while climbing. Success isn't a stat. It's the lives you change while climbing. Your legacy is built in the lives you lift, not just the heights you reach. The complete player evolution. From farm girl to WNBA star, Sophie Cunningham's evolution represents more than athletic development. It's a masterclass in personal transformation. She took every criticism, every setback, every moment of doubt, and used them as building blocks for something greater. Her journey proves that champions aren't born with perfect games. They develop them through relentless work and unwavering belief. Sophie's shooting improved through countless hours in the gym. Her defense evolved through film study and dedication. Her leadership emerged through adversity and experience. The girl who was too big for kindergarten basketball became exactly the right size for professional success. The player who fell to the second round became a first-round impact maker. The rookie who averaged 12 minutes became a star who changed games. Sophie's transformation teaches us that our current limitations don't define our future possibilities. Every skill can be developed. Every weakness can become a strength, and every setback can become a setup for something better. Her complete evolution from overlooked prospect to indispensable player proves that potential is just the starting point. What matters is what you do with it. Your current version isn't your final version. Keep evolving, keep improving, keep becoming. Never stop working on the masterpiece that is you. The legacy continues. Sophie Cunningham's story isn't finished. It's still being written with every game, every mentorship moment, every stand she takes for what's right. Her journey from Missouri farm to WNBA stardom represents more than individual success. It's a blueprint for anyone who's ever been told they're too much. She proved that your background doesn't determine your future, that second-round picks can become first-class players, and that authenticity always trumps perfection. Sophie never tried to be anyone else. She just became the best version of herself. Her impact extends beyond basketball statistics. She's changing how we view women's sports, how we define leadership, and how we respond to adversity. Every young girl who sees Sophie play learns that strength isn't something to apologize for. It's something to celebrate. The farm girl who kicked field goals and stereotypes continues to break barriers and build bridges. She acts like a legend because she understands that legends aren't born. They're made through choices, character, and relentless commitment to growth. Sophie's legacy is still being written, but one thing is already clear. She transformed every obstacle into an opportunity, every setback into a setup, and every moment of doubt into determination. They said, act like a lady. She acted like a legend. Your story is still being written. Make it legendary. Sophie Cunningham turned every too much into just enough to change the game forever. From Missouri farmland to WNBA stardom, she proved that champions aren't born perfect. They're forged through grit, faith, and unapologetic passion. Her obstacles became invitations to greatness. Her setbacks became setups for comebacks. Tag someone who needs Sophie-level resilience, and remember, your breakthrough is just one more try again away. Like, comment, and subscribe to Rise and Inspire for more comeback stories.